Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be reacting to a video by Grey Raven Radio, as you can see here on the screen. For anyone who doesn't know, they're an amazing creator. I think there are actually two of them who handle this account, but they handle all the news and stuff about Punisher and Grey Raven. You've seen it a couple of times on my channel. It's a game I really enjoy. It's by kurogames, who also make Wuthering Waves. But in today's video, there was a video she had put up a couple of days ago. The she I'm talking about is Linasera, who's I think the primary one on their Twitter. Should you pull Bianca in Discord? And the reason why I want to talk about this video is mainly because it's something that I've had reoccurring opinions on for Wuthering Waves, but kind of just to give you guys like visual knowledge on it from, or visual representation and information from someone who's been in the community a lot longer than I have. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video.
Power creep happens slowly in PGR, but no one told Bianca that. Bianca doesn't just take the throne on the Dark Team, she snatches Lamia's crown and shoves her off it. And while all eyes are on Bianca, Discord might be a quiet savior for anyone who missed the short-lived DMC5
For anyone who missed the DMC5 collab, I feel bad for you. Hopefully, I'm really hopeful that they'll bring it back in the future, because if anyone's seen my videos on WoW in the past, I've always mentioned how there are tidbits and like Easter eggs about Devil May Cry and Wuthering Waves, and they just had this amazing collab. There's also a video. There'll be a card up here on my video to link out to my DMC collab video, but they did an amazing job with this collab. But this, the reason why I stopped here in particular is because as she's talking about like power creep and how slowly it happens in PGR, now she just mentioned this collab. I also wanted to bring up the reason why I bring up this video is it's kind of interesting how PGR, which another game handled by kurogames, is able to, hey, yeah, we just had this amazing character for an affix or elemental affliction called Ultima Slash, and now a patch directly after, we're getting a brand new 4-star who can handle that as well, or A rank in PGR's term. But let's continue on with the video.
collab. But first, Bianca. Thanks to her, Lilith's back can finally stop breaking from carrying the Dark Team. As a Dark attacker, Bianca Crepuscule not only outdamages Lilith's amplifier attacks, she also directly outclasses Lamia Lost to Lullaby. The gap in their power is massive, which is really too bad considering Lamia came out only 1 year ago. At least for global. On the Chinese servers, she enjoyed a full 2 years at the top of the meta. Here on
And just to kind of stop there to just talk about how great that is for PGR, like being able to see this character, while personally I did not have a super strong Lamia, she was kind of okay on my account. The fact that she was able to last on CN till now, a full 2 years of being in meta, is a crazy thing. I don't think I know of another gacha game that allows that. If someone does know, please put it down in the comments down below. That'll be interesting for me to take a look at. But now that luckily, actually, before I even go any further, I'm gonna let Linasera finish her video.
On the global servers, Lamia is a victim of the patch synchronization schedule, which has been releasing 2 or 3 characters at a time to catch up with the Chinese server.
And before she even moves forward from that, even though they have been releasing a lot of characters to catch up with the server, they also gave us triple rewards so that we were able to get all the characters. So as long as you've been keeping up with the events and playing the game, you were getting the characters. Just saying.
While it's sad to see Lamia's campaign cut short, the growing pains will soon be over and we'll be experiencing a fully synchronized schedule we can share with players worldwide. Wait, you mean this is secretly a triple patch and we're going to be fully caught up on October 10th? We'll just worry about Veronica later. So with Lamia out, the best Dark Team in PGR is now Bianca Crepuscule, Lilith Demonissa, and Karinina Sheer. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I dislike this character with a heavy passion. This is one of the downsides of allowing players to have their long-term investment in a character. I just dislike this character. On any other team with a character who's been around this long, it's not too bad, but this character I just dislike. Personally, I dislike the character from what I've seen of them in the story, but also I just don't like their playstyle.
Yes, to add insult to injury, Karenina is somehow still holding on to her best in slot role, despite having released a whopping 11 patches before Lamia, making her almost the longest running meta character. If she can last another 2 patches, she'll take Rosetta's crown for longest surviving meta character in the game. I wish I could say I was surprised, but that's just how it goes in PGR. But it's not only Dark that Bianca can do. She can be your Angle or your Devil. At the top of her core passive bar, Bianca debuts the brand new Radiance effect, with a Y, because why not? In battle, she's able to conveniently switch between dark element and light effect forms at will. To make things even simpler, you can select which form she'll start in when entering battle by tapping this toggle on her skill interface. However, much like Darkflow, Radiance has no dedicated gameplay content yet, so you probably want to have her start in dark mode, at least for now.
I'm stopping here again to kind of like funny enough talk about this. As you notice what she said with the elemental afflictions being, or in PGR's terms, they're affixes, Radiance getting a new one, but we don't have a character, a team for that yet. It kind of mimics any Wuthering Waves player. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Like Wuwa is doing the same thing with the elemental afflictions. Like, hey, yeah, here's one character who can do this thing, and then we'll slowly release the rest. But I think the difference that I'm trying to get at here, at least for PGR and how I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, they're releasing a 4-star unit just after they just had a collab patch with the character who can do the affix. Now they're releasing a 4-star unit or A rank unit who can also do it, so that if you missed one thing or you don't have the previous meta unit who was doing that, aka Bianca Stigmata, who I think Linasera is going to talk about, they gave you a new one, an A rank. And not only do they give you that A rank, but the A rank's maxed out on dupes just by playing the game alone.
Let's take a closer look at that weapon. It's a sword, but also a whip. Wait, is Bianca a Belmont? It's a good thing this is an accelerated patch, because Bianca really wants her 6-star signature weapon. This is because she'll be spending more time on the field to make up for Karenina Shear's shorter field time, so she needs orbs. Lots of orbs. Her 6-star signature weapon improves her orb generation, but you'll get much better orb generation by resonating it with deadline timing. Of course, that means not just pulling her signature weapon, but also feeding it a resonance USB or any other spare 6-star weapon to unlock this perk. In return for this investment, you'll get a Bianca that dominates the battlefield, fitting in multiple signature move rotations during her
that move
extended
rotation
field
is
time.
amazing.
Thankfully, her cub, Noctiluca, is much more optional. It helps Bianca deal more damage, sure, but it doesn't add any real utility to her kit. If you love Bianca and have the spare cub tickets, it's worth it, but for anyone strapped for BC, it's an easy skip. And that brings us to Bianca's evolution. As usual, everyone will want to evolve her to double S rank totally free.
And I think this is why I love PGR so much. And this is coming from Linasera, someone who's been in the community a million times longer than I have for especially PGR. Evolving any character to SS rank, to put it in words, it's essentially, if I really had to say it, it's either C1 or C2 for Wuthering Waves characters. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think they show it, she shows it here. Like, you see this little like USB here? That's where you get like a skill enhancement on your character. And that's where I would really say like, hey, yeah, that's where C1 is, or Constellation 1 or Sequence 1. And then getting it to double SS unlocks a second one, so C2.
Everyone will want to evolve her to double S rank totally free using shards earned through Phantom Pain Cage. Double S3 rank does give her a little quality of life improvement by increasing her damage through orb consumption and then refunding those orbs at the end of her rotation, but this perk is relatively minor. Beyond that, rank evolutions are basically a straight damage increase and don't affect her kit. So, remember when I said Bianca can be your Angle or your Devil? Well, if you prefer her bad girl look, check out this debut coating, Thorns of Crimson. And
I will say, I'll say it again. Wuthering Waves team and the PGR team, not only do their skin departments need to speak to each other, or if it's just one department, that you got to bring some of those PGR people over to Wuwa. Also, there, whoever's handling 4 stars or A ranks on PGR side needs to talk to the Wuwa's side, because I honestly think they could easily like help each other out, or at least help out Wuwa to be a even more great than it is right now. But yeah, this skin, I'm getting this skin. There is no question about it. While I wasn't a fan of Bianca Stigmata, this one I'm getting. Design alone is W peak.
Oh my god, I love this look for her. Red and black leather, belts for days, and torn fabric is giving Vampire Slayer. Watch your step, Dracula, because Bianca might actually be a long-lost Belmont after all. It's 168 rainbow cards for the outfit and another 28 rainbow cards for the matching weapon coating. As of right now, this is the only alternate look for Bianca Crepuscule, but if Stigmata is anything to go by, we'll probably be seeing more coatings in the future. But don't forget, Bianca is...
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, and just to give some visual clarity to what Linasera just said, I'm gonna open up my Punishing Grey Raven really quick, and just to show you guys, where's my Bianca Stigmata? Remember I said I started PGR back within March or April of this year, so I didn't have much time to level her and thing, and then they gave us a free copy of her. But if you go into the coatings here, which are the skins, we have the default ones, which are okay. But then you see skin number 1, skin number 2, and skin number 3. And actually, I'm kind of sad because this one looks the most like the one we just saw for Bianca Crepuscule, and I kind of want this one. But the problem is I don't want. I don't want to invest in Stigmata because now I have both Virgil and Discord here, who I think Linasera is going to talk about in her video right now. So let's get back to her video.
Isn't the only one debuting in this patch. In order to catch up with the Chinese server, we're also getting Discord Secator. Thankfully, she's an A rank, which means you can get her totally free, but only during this patch. Discord is an NPC turned playable character, not to be confused with the app.
Hey, Wuthering Waves team. You see this? I've given you guys suggestions on this in my previous videos too. I think even my feedback and suggestions video. There are tons of NPCs in Wuwa that can easily be turned into playable characters. And I'll name off a few right now. There's Yan in Huanglong. There's Rosemary in Renacida. We have the new guy, who I won't say his name, who was in the story for Septimont, who was trying to go up against Augusta. He can totally be a 4-star. And that's just to name a few. And there's tons more that I could probably open up Wool right now and guide you guys through. But let's continue on with the video.
Not to be confused with the app, which makes it very difficult to search PGR Discord now. Either way, she's an A-rank physical attacker and the first A-rank physical attacker since launch. Yes, the constructs we had for this role were in the base game. Of course, as an A-rank, Discord can't hold a candle to the S-rank.
What she means by that is just the A ranks for physical attackers. But we've been having A ranks for other elements. It's just physical team hasn't gotten an update.
Rank Selena Pianissimo,
but it still has more than
Wuwa.
Wuwa.
She serves a different niche. See, alongside with dealing physical damage, Discord also has the Ultima Slash effect. Ultima Slash is relevant in both high-ranking Warzone and Ultimate Phantom Pain Cage, so competitive players will want a dedicated Ultima Slash team. Problem is, Ultima Slash characters are kind of a pain to get. The current meta requires Virgil, a Devil May Cry collab character who cannot be obtained after September 18th, 2025 with no rerun in sight. The second...
I do hope they rerun it and they bring Nero, Lady, and Triss into the game, because that would be an amazing like full team collab.
Best pick is Bianca Stigmata, an outdated character who only gets Ultima Slash after unlocking her leap skills. You can unlock her leap skills for free, but it requires a lot of time. Enter Discord, here to solve both of these problems. If you missed Virgil and lack Stigmata, Discord can fill in on your Ultima Slash team in a pinch. Pair her with Hanying Solistune and Alyssa Echo, or, better yet, Veronica in the next patch, for a discounted Ultima Slash team. That is, if you can't brute force the stages by throwing your strongest physical team at it. At Triple S Plus rank with her 6-star weapon and 2 resonances, Discord can even beat Stigmata's Ultima Slash damage in the hands of a skilled player, but that is a lot of investment for an A-rank character, and we wouldn't recommend it for low spenders. The way I see.
And I totally agree with what Linasera is saying. I'm just going to move it back just so you can see. The Triple S Plus, if you're playing the game right now, you can get this. I'm actually going to bring up my screen right now just to show you the event that she's talking about. If we go into our events over here in PGR, they have this serum consumption. Serum is essentially stamina. PGR gives you a ton of stamina just by playing the game, just by logging on. As you can see, here's all her shards, which are needed for her dupes. They give you enough of those just to get her to max dupes. And if you're lucky, and let's say, as she mentioned earlier in the video, we have Bianca Crepuscule, and you decided to pull for her, as I have been pulling for her. And please, Wuthering Waves team, please add this to WUA so people don't have to go into the record thing and be like, okay, let me check my pulls and find out what pity I'm at. Please add this. But yeah, so if you were lucky enough to pull on Bianca, you can pull a copy of Discord or any other character. But regardless, and you may be wondering, wait, what happens if you have extras of those shards? Lucky enough, I have some I can show you right here, and I have another 4-star character that they gave us for free. You can use them to convert them into this new kind of material that you can use in the shop to buy other A-rank characters and get them up to max, or buy memory shards, which you can use to level up your equivalent. The equivalent to echoes in PGR, which are memories, you could use that for those. But yeah, I just wanted to. Ooh, did I finish off an event or something? Oh, I did. I didn't even notice. Free 10 pull. Another 10 pull. And another 10 pull. How close am I? Oh, for those who are wondering why I'm pulling on this event, again, to max out this event, you can do it for free. Oh, actually, can I do one more? Base. When I get to 30 pulls, I get this free S rank selector, and it goes up to Q Sakura here, or Chu Sakura. So you can get all the way up to this character. So if you like a character, like for example, I like Alpha Crimson Weave, you can get more dupes of that character, or you can just use it to get a whole new character. And I think actually Stigmata is in that. Is it Stigmata? Yeah, Stigmata is in that list. So if you're a player who didn't have Stigmata and you don't like the A rank, you can get Stigmata here. Or the tons of other selectors that they give out throughout the game. But I'm just gonna go back to her video. But the thing about this video is, yeah, just like I showed you, you can get this for free. Luckily, I think I should probably bring the game back up just to show you guys, because as she says, weapons are expensive. I fully agree with that. But I think it's a lot better than in a game like WUA, where you need like 70 or something. As you can see here, you only need 30 pulls. You can use the black cards, which are essentially Asterites, or the Lunite, which go for anything. And you can convert them into weapon pools or character pools. But as you can see, the thing is like, hey, yeah, we're on an 80%, but if you fail, you get the other person's, you can get another person's, the rates go up. So if I was going for Bianca and then I failed, like for example, as you can see, I was going for Lee Hyperreels right now. It's kind of the one I have selected. That's funny enough how I got, actually, I'll show it to you right now. Where is it? Luckily, in PGR, you have a guild system. As you can see, I went for Bianca's weapon. I got it. I went for Bianca. Got her. Went for a uniframe, which I'm going to talk about in another video. And then I wanted this uniframe's weapon. But I went and I got unlucky. But luckily, in that unlucky pull to get his weapon, I got 2 other people's weapons. This Fudo Mayo is for Yada Fulgor right here. And then this this one is for Discord. So think about that. Being able to get double weapons on a failed, but at a reduced cost in my eyes, is a pretty decent thing. But also this is PGR in comparison to WUWA. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, as she says here, you need a 6-star weapon, which, as you saw, I got. And then 2 resonances. That's either feeding it a USB that you can get just by playing the game, or exchanging for it in the shop. Or if you have a spare signature weapon, like or a 6-star weapon, like I had for Yada Fulgor, my Yada Fulgor was doing just fine on a 5-star weapon. But now that I have her 6-star, I could easily sacrifice it to Discord. But I already had, luckily enough, I had USBs. And once again, sorry, I have to keep bouncing back and forth between PGR and the video. Sorry, Linasera, that I'm kind of screwing you over here. Where is it? I think it's Exchange Shop. This is the USB. You can get it with these shards. You can get these shards from a number of things, but you mainly get them from Norman Rival, which is an end game thing that you just play through weekly. And I can actually also get it from here too, which is another shop you can get the materials for just by playing the game. And as you saw, it took 150 of those. I have 59. I can easily get another one right here. So that would put me well within the right to get one and maybe even eke out a second one. And then I haven't even done the event for this yet, for the week. So that would instantly give me 2 of the USBs. So then I can use them exactly for Discord here. But I'm just showing you guys the amount of stuff and options that PGR gives you. But let's get back to the video for Linasera.
But that is a lot of investment for an A-rank character, and we wouldn't recommend it for low spenders. The way I see it, Discord is an excellent pick for new players. She's one of the strongest A-ranks and will happily fill in your starter teams. Also, she's extremely cool. On top of that, she's affordable. Perhaps for the last time, the global server is blessed with serum consumption missions that will give you free Discord shards just for playing.
I'm not gonna lie, I hope they don't get rid of these missions, but what do I know? I'm a new player.
The game normally and using up your daily serum, aka stamina. Snatch these up for a quick and easy SSS plus Discord without spending a single pull. Either way, you should definitely be prioritizing Bianca when it comes to getting these 2 new characters. But should you pull Bianca Crepuscule? Well, yes, you should pull her if you want the strongest dark attacker. Unfortunate for Lamia, but them's the breaks. You want the latest effect type, Radiance. Sure, there's no recurring content for Radiance yet, but when there is, you'll be ready for it. And of course, you should pull Bianca if you love Bianca. And with that wedding dress inspired outfit,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a Bianca fan. But I do like her skin.
Bianca might just love you too. However, there are reasons not to pull Bianca Crepuscule, such as you may prefer to wait for her to appear on the beginner banner and pull her with free blue tickets. You'll have to wait a few patches, and you can only target her if you haven't used up your free blue target, but it will pay off for those who are both patient and frugal. You may also skip if you're saving for the S-rank Veronica, who releases later this patch. And let's not forget about Selena Pianissimo's beautiful bride coding, which debuts alongside Bianca's banner. It can be purchased,
which is an optional purchase of a skin. And I'm personally not going for that skin.
with money or black cards, but it's a lot of BC. More than guaranteeing an S rank. But for real Selena fans, it might just be worth it. Either
It
way,
does look
make
good
sure you
though.
log in during Bianca's patch, as you'll be earning double daily and weekly rewards due to the integrated schedule. At this point, we are so close to catching up with the Chinese version of PGR, so much so that the very next character is still in the Chinese beta as of the making of this video. So get an early first look at the beautifully terrifying Veronica in this video.
A demise sealer just for you. Do you like it?
Man, I like Discord. But yeah, I really just wanted to watch her video. Sorry that I've kind of gone over. I was trying to show you guys some visual representations, but I will link out to Linasera's video or Grey Raven Studio. Thank you again to them for this video, and I'm gonna kind of bring back up PGR really quick, because as you guys have been seeing me talk about it in this video, there are tons of ideas I see that Wuthering Waves can do. Not, like, I know Wuwa may not do these serum consumption missions, because then that would mean everyone would have a maxed out A rank or a 4-star, but we tend to get those when we pull on the 5 stars anyway. What I'm really trying to get at is I hope that Wuthering Waves will look over here towards PGR, take some of these ideas, implement it in their own way to just improve the experience of not only just free-to-play players, but low spender players, and for whales. Like, for example, like, you can consider me, well, I wouldn't consider myself a whale, but maybe a dolphin or something. But like I was mentioning earlier, how while Discord is the first physical attacker or 4-star that the game has gotten in a while, you'll notice that I've been saying for a while, even in my older videos, like, look at this character. She's already at like close to the top in damage. And I have her 6-star. I have her memories, which are essentially the echoes in this game. And I have her prep to be used. But at the same time, I also have my Virgil, who's really maxed out, giga juiced. But I'm still going to use her from time to time just because I want to. And not only her, but for the longest time in the game, I was using I was using Live Eclipse. There's Live Luminance. I'm leveling up some of these other characters. As you can see, they're getting their max dupes, so I can get them prepared to be utilized. Even recently, you saw me mention how I was going for Lee Hyperreal. This guy is what, a year or two now out of meta, but I just like his playstyle. So what did I do? I pulled from him, and I'm starting to gear him up. Even though I have his replacement here on my account, and then I have her replacement here on my account as Dante, mainly because my Dante's maxed. But to even show some 4-stars, oh, here's a character who we got at the start of the game. Here's a 4-star Isla Kaleido. Oh, actually no, Isla is a S rank, but she's been here for almost as long as Karina Shire, who I dislike, but she's been here in the meta for what, 2-3 years now. And hold on, I want to show you guys some more characters. Here is an A rank or a 4-star, Noctis and Dominus. I've talked about them in my previous video. Wuthering Waves Team. Once again, if you want male designs, look at PGR. I can actually go to his codings too. This is a free coding. I just have to do the permanent in-game event for, and I can get it. And then he has another coding which I can purchase. Actually, now that I'm thinking about purchasing, hold on. I also remind, hey, yeah, just by playing the game, you can slowly acquire these like coding stuff. And I'm going to use that to buy Noah's, because this is the character that I was going for before. So boom, purchased. And if I go to the weapon shop, there's also another one for weapons. I think I can buy Noah's weapon too. Where is his? Noah, where's your stuff? Could have sworn I saw Noah's weapon here. Oh, my brain is... Boom. Sorry, I did that detour. This is Noah base. Swap out. And swap out. Now my dude is looking snazzy. But to go back to A ranks, this guy was an A rank. I used him for the longest time before I started getting more and more characters. Here's Yada Fulgor, a character that once again, PGR gave us for free. And what is she? She's maxed out dupes. She's at the top of my damage list of my characters. She's geared up too. And for those wondering, where is it? The reason why I'm mentioning some of these 4 stars is for anyone who plays Wuthering Waves, or for people who play PGR, you know about the affixes, or in Wuwa, Elemental Afflictions. She does Glaciation, which is Elemental Affliction. And I've been trying to use her in whatever endgame content I can to sub out any 5-star. Like, and I think the example is here, Alyssa Echo. She does Glaciation after you get her leap skills, but I don't necessarily like playing her sometimes. So what did I do? And luckily enough, thanks to PGR, I've been swapping out this character. And I just really want to this video, I kind of just wanted to react and like give my opinion, and then kind of bring this information to everyone in the community, and would like showing you guys on screen. Here's another 4-star character, maxed out, as you can see, high in damage. And then there's this girl who I really want them to replace. I was hoping Veronica would replace her so much, but sadly she's not. And to kind of end off this video, I'm going to go to the skin because I like the skin more. To kind of end off this video, I just wanted to, I hope this like kind of enlighten people and kind of like bring people to see this and be like, hey, yeah, we can ask for more in Wuthering Waves. I like Wuwa. I like the improvements that they've made from like 1.0 to 1.4 and then even into 2.0, and now we're coming on up to 2.7 soon. And I just want them to like continue to improve on the parts that they're lacking on, so that in totality, Wuthering Waves becomes a great game that everyone can enjoy. I have tons of feedback and suggestions for it in my other videos. I'll link to the playlist in the description box so you guys can take a look. But I think also to get one final thing off of my head, if you were remembering in Linasera's video, she was saying, hey, on October 10th, we're catching up to the Chinese server with Veronica coming over. That essentially means that any character that releases in the China server, or now worldwide, will be in meta for a long period of time. As you've noticed, she's mentioned it. Hey, yeah, Karina Shire, who I showed, is almost going on 3 years plus. You have Alyssa Echo, who I think was here for about 2 years. You have Isla Kaleida, who I showed for the Ice team, who's almost here 2+ years. So you have these characters, especially some A rank, some not, who are staying in meta for long periods of time. And I think that's a great thing for not only new players, but returning players, and for just current players. So you can play who you want to play. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end off this video. It kind of trailed on a little bit long because I was trying to show you guys some stuff. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. It'll be very much appreciated. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.